Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for our next fight of the evening. Making his way to the cage and fighting out of the red corner, Tyler Summers.
Hey guys, and this is what I'm talking about here at Cagezilla 84 as to why I need to check out the Fighting Nerds, because we got another one coming up here, Brett. Tyler Summers, fighting out of Renaissance Academy of Martial Arts, is making his Cagezilla debut at 0-0.
Yeah, excited to see Tyler Summers in here, coming in 0-0, but from Renaissance Academy, so they got a great stuff they got going on there. You know, they opened up the card with Micah Deutsch, and sure enough, Tyler Summers got those Fighting Nerds glasses on too, man. So you gotta do your research. Come on.
Got to do my research, and just as these guys are going to be doing the research in the ring, right? Because what we've already seen tonight is a brand of MMA that's incredibly analytical and incredibly engineered. This is what I'm looking for out of Tyler Summers. A debuter for sure, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he's inexperienced. I want to see solid takedowns, I want to see big openings exploited, and I want to see a victory coming out of the red corner.
Yeah, excited to see Tyler in here, making his debut. And I'm sure his coach was really excited to get him in here on this card, and him as well as Micah. So, wow, all these new guys coming in here, this new talent coming in here to Cagezilla. We could not be any more fortunate. Everyone wants to compete in the best organization around, and that's Cagezilla. Here we go to Brooke to bring out our blue
and
corner.
His opponent making his way to the cage, fighting out of the blue corner, Achraf Abdeddine.
Well, I'm right here, basking in the greatness of Achraf Abdeddine, fighting out of Aikido. I'm also basking in the greatness of Brent Hess, the owner of Aikido. So, you want to walk us through this guy, what his pathway to this current record is, and what he's looking to do from here?
Well, you guys can probably tell that you guys recognize Achraf, don't you?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Was here at the last Cagezilla, making an impression, 1-0, representing on all fronts. He's got the jersey on, too. Crazy.
Yeah, he's coming from the Aikido gym. We do a great job, and he works super hard. He's a freaking machine. He's with pro fighter Umair Haq and pro fighter Alvin Mercer, Mike Bichon there, our wrestling coach. And great team behind him. I would be in his corner if I wasn't up here, but we're going to let him do his thing. Really excited to see Achraf in here. Like I say, one of the most active guys on any roster around town. He's Champions League boxing champion, 160 pounds. He's he just made his TCB victory debut last month, and now he's back after February in Cagezilla getting his MMA debut win. He's won in Buchu as well. I couldn't say enough good things about Achraf, and what a humble, hardworking individual this young man is.
And this means that it's going to be a massive test for the other side as well. Tyler Summers, we've talked praises about Renaissance Academy of Martial Arts, but really, this is the challenge for the ages. Someone who is riding high, multiple streaks in multiple different disciplines. Achraf is the total package.
Yeah. I mean, really the total package. He's hungry to fight. He's another one of those guys that is just hungry. There's no place else he would rather be tonight than right here, stepping inside the Cagezilla cage. So those are the kind of guys that we want on the card.
Looked up at his coach for the seal of approval before we get it started.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing our fighters. This is a three-minute round bout in the Cagezilla lightweight division, and is brought to you by Green Village Concrete, the level best in Northern Virginia. Introducing our principals first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighed 155 pounds. Making his Cagezilla debut and fighting out of Renaissance Academy of Martial Arts, it's Tyler Summers. And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 6 feet tall and weighed in at 155 pounds. His record is 1 win against no defeats. Fighting out of a Makito, it's Achraf Abdeddine. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this bout is 3 3-minute rounds in the Cagezilla lightweight division and is brought to you by Green Village Concrete, the level best in Northern Virginia. Your referee in charge of the action is Mike Dolman.
This is bound to be a good one, Brandon. I'm so happy to witness it alongside you, as well as a wonderful Chris Fuller, of course, down there ringside, getting us inside on the action. Shout out to Brooke, of course, once again, jumping in there for a sonorous start to this one. And now we will begin in earnest. Glove touch it immediately. Ooh. These are big shots coming out, and it's going to pressure Summers to try to go for a takedown.
Wow. Achraf already putting that Champions League boxing on him, putting it right on the nose. Great turn from him, and he's got to break here, create some space, and get back out to the center. I don't think Tyler wants any of the boxing.
Oh, my God.
No, I don't think he's going to be able to stay through and dropping to his knees, trying to go for an Ashitori. Abdeddine actually going to be taken down off the scoop. The question is, what can the blue corner do with his back to the canvas?
Oh, that elbow hurt.
Wow, he's really making some contact. Achraf needs to create some space, get back to his feet here.
Control the ankle, that could be scary, and now maybe giving up the back. Achraf going to pivot, but now Stugmas up against the cage side wall. He's going to lack leverage here. Tyler Summers is trying to reverse the momentum of this first round.
Wow, great work from Achraf, getting back up to his feet, and he's going to start continuing. I mean, once he touches these guys, the guys aren't really hanging in there. You can see how once he puts his hands on them, he's really starting to feel it.
That was a great knee there by Tyler Summers, though, to nullify some of that action.
Oh, beautiful.
And a good uppercut.
Achraf completely crashing through guard here. Tyler Summers brings the fist up. It doesn't seem to matter. Big head movement. Tyler having to be forced back against the chain links now. Maybe trying to go for another takedown, but unfortunately, Achraf has learned the tricks, realizes what his opponent's tendencies are, and now he's just trying to lock this down on the feet.
Wow. Achraf. Come on, who's the Champions League boxing champion, baby?
That's what I was about to say. Are we watching Champions League or Cagezilla right now? These guys have not even thought about a takedown.
Achraf just swinging,
plugging
him. Tyler's going to go back to his corner, very beat up if he makes it back in the second round. He's attempting to stand and bang with Achraf, and that's not really something he wants to do.
Yeah, you said, Chris, that they haven't really thought about a takedown. I don't think that Tyler Summers could think right now. His head's been rattled. His face has been opened up. Achraf Abdeddine is in total control right now.
For the punishment he's taking, though, he is throwing some counters until that.
Sorry, Chris, going to have to cut you off as Achraf Abdeddine puts it away.
He took it, baby.
Here in round number 1. Achraf Abdeddine is a monster.
Come on, give it up, give it up. Who wants to be the champ? He's been asking me, he wants that title belt. He's looking right at me. And who else deserves it, right? There's going to be some lightweights showing out tonight. And, man, he just proved it against a purple belt in jiu-jitsu. He took him right out. And Tyler's going to have to go home and think about that one, put some ice on his face. Boom! Look at that. Wow. Wow, great stoppage from expert referee Michael Dolman. Tyler's going to really have to have some medical attention coming his way. He stood in there and took a lot of punishment from Achraf.
Chris, I can tell you exactly what happened. Brent said, hey, man, I've got 2 kids at home. I'm trying to get out of here early, put this guy to bed, and that's exactly what happened.
An absurd showing here. Achraf Abdeddine in the driver's seat from minute 1. And honestly, credit to Tyler Summers. He saw that he needed to change his game plan. The problem is, Achraf blanked his initial takedown attempts. And then after that, what else do you do besides stand and bang against maybe one of the top strikers in the entirety of Cagezilla?
Well, yeah, no, Tyler did a really good job hanging in there, did everything he could. He was rocked even when he got that takedown on Achraf. And Achraf got right back to his feet and kept executing his game. It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Yeah, what a showing. Now, you can see Summers did a decent job trying to get some licks in, standing and banging, open up the nose of Abdeddine just a little bit here. But one of the guys on the ground still, the other one standing victorious. The Moroccan flag draped across his shoulders. Shout out to Tyler Summers once again for taking this fight and for using that fighting spirit to last for as long as he did. But he is going to have to recover now. Hope to see him back, though, and that wasn't the end of his Cagezilla career.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely have Tyler back. He stepped in and faced a guy that a lot of people do not want to face.
Oh, no.
And came in and did an excellent job. Like I say, he's a very, very skilled purple belt in jiu-jitsu. And, you know, we just train differently a little bit at Aikido, and you can see it in Achraf.
All right, well, we've got the Champions League boxing ad in. We got the Aikido ad in. I think we're about ready to get this one set up and official. Tyler Summers bleeding from the nose, helped back to his feet by his team. Glad to see that support coming through. The fact he's back over here. Happy to stand, hug it out with Achraf Abdeddine is definitely credit to him and everybody he's coming in with.
Yeah, great stuff all around. Let's send it to Brooks to make this one official.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mike Dolman has called a stop to this bout at 2 minutes and 10 seconds of the very first round, declaring your winner by knockout, Achraf Abdeddine.
Credit once again to Achraf, Aikido, and the whole darn team. Achraf Abdeddine remains undefeated here in Cagezilla.
Yeah, sky's the limit for Achraf, and I know he's coming for that title belt. He's going to be begging me for it, so we'll see kind of what shakes out here in the lightweight division. Watch it again. Here we go. Boom! Like and subscribe to Cagezilla.